Hi all. You have a subject Business Environment and Policy in your third semester. This course aims to give you an understanding about the environment in which business operates and also regarding the economic and legal framework in which business functions in India. The first module of this course includes Introduction to Business Environment, classification of business environment, the environmental analysis and audit. So, in this video, I'll be explaining to you the introduction to business environment, its characteristics and classification. So, before moving into business environment, what is business? Business is an organized activity done by an individual or a group of individuals to earn profit. According to the modern concept, earning profit should be through satisfying customers. So, it is clear that business does not function in isolation. It is actually a part of a bigger environment. So, there are many factors affecting the functioning of business. Some may be from within the organization, like employees. Some may be from outside the organization, like customers. Some of the factors may be having a direct impact on the business, whereas some other factors may be having an indirect impact on the business. So, a collection of all these factors is called business environment. According to Kate Davis, business environment is the aggregate of all conditions, events, and influences that surround and affect the business. These environmental conditions are the factors of the environment. Some of the factors may be under the control of the business, but some other factors may not be under the control of the business. So, a business can survive only if it continuously adapts to the changes in these factors. So, the business have to continuously analyze the factors affecting the business or continuously analyze its environment and make changes accordingly. Then only the business can survive and grow. Now, let's see the characteristics of business environment. Some of the important characteristics of business environment are dynamic, complex, interdependent, relative, uncertain, and business environment has got far-reaching impact. So these are the main characteristics or features or attributes of business environment. Now we'll see in detail each of these characteristics. First one is dynamic. The business environment consists of many factors and these factors changes continuously. And so the change in these factors make the business environment change as a whole. That is why we say business environment is dynamic because it changes continuously. For example, climate. Climate is an environmental factor which affects business. A few days back, it was very hot. It was summer. During those days, we may be preferring cotton clothes. So, the demand for cotton clothes would be high. But now, it is raining heavily. So, we may not prefer cotton clothes. So, what happens? Its demand will go down or its sale will go down. That's how environmental factor changes continuously and that will affect the business. Now, coming to the next characteristic, business environment is complex. Actually, as we said, business environment consists of many factors. So, it is a bit difficult to understand the relative influence of a particular factor. That is, so many factors will be affecting the business simultaneously, so we cannot understand what the effect of each factor separately. That's why we say it is complex. Next characteristic is interdependent. That is, the factors in the business environment are correlated. They are interdependent, they are interrelated, because a change in one factor may cause a change in another factor. For example, after an election, a new government came to power. That is a political change. After coming to power, that particular government has changed the export import policy. So that is an economic change. So, an change in the political environment has made another change in the economic environment. So that's how different factors are interdependent or interrelated. The factors of the environment are not independent, but they are interdependent. Coming to the next factor, it is relative. The business environment is relative. It's because the business environment is related to the local conditions. That is, the business environment in one place may be different from another place. The business environment in one country would not be the same as another country. Not just countries, it's like inside one country itself, the environment would be different at different places. For example, in India, we have different states. The business environment in Kerala would not be similar to that in Tamil Nadu. The traditions, the culture, the climatic conditions all are different in different places, and so the environment will also be different. Next characteristic, uncertain. It is one of the major characteristics of business environment. Business environment is uncertain because we cannot predict what is going to happen tomorrow with certainty. So it is always uncertain. Anything can happen in the future. It cannot be predicted confidently. We can make some predictions, but with certainty we cannot say anything about the future. That's why we say business environment is uncertain. Next characteristic is business environment has got far-reaching impact. That is, the factors of the environment have influence over the business. That is, it can affect the survival, growth, and profitability of an enterprise. Some of the factors can influence so deep that may even result in the closure of the business. That is, a particular change happens in the environment, and that can lead to the closure. That can lead to the that can actually challenge the existence of the business. For example, if a government decides to ban wine, this will compel the wine shops to wind up their business. That's the effect, or that we can say that the impact of the environmental factors is unlimited. That can cause anything to the business. So these are the important characteristics of business environment. Now, let's see the components of business environment, or the classification of business environment. Business environment can be classified into two, that is internal environment and external environment. Internal environment includes all those factors affecting business from within the business. That is, all the factors which are inside the business is called internal environment. External environment includes those factors which are outside the business. This external environment can be further classified as micro environment and macro environment. This micro environment is the environment or those factors which are very close to the business. These factors, the micro factors or the micro environment, are very close to the business. Whereas macro environment is the larger environment. That is, the macro environment has got all the factors, or the macro environment has the firm as well as the micro environment within it. So it is the larger or the bigger environment outside the organization. So with this, we come to the end of this video. These factors, the microenvironmental factors, macroenvironmental factors, and the internal environmental factors will be explained in the upcoming video. Thank you.